The infiltration of bad vibes into our day has officially begun. The tear ducts are already beginning to swell in preparation for the moment. It's gonna be good. And by that, it's gonna be tragic. Well, I hope we're doing well. I got you. Thank you. I know Kara's always got me. Kara's always got my back. I think we left off right before the glow season ended. So we might be jumping head first into problems. So there's nothing to do but to do. Oh, thank God I was wrong. I've never been so happy to be wrong. Sometimes it feels good to be wrong. Today is one of those days. Let's see. Did we give him his cake? I think we gave him his cake. Cal's eyes crinkle when he sees you approach, and he pulls off his face mask. I'm outside all the time, he says, and I hate it when my chest gets all tight and itchy around this time of year. The mask kind of helps, I think. My mom nanoprints a ton of them to use in the med bay. You should go and grab one with all the running around you do. Oh, is that like an actual thing I can do? Ooh, we didn't give him his cake. I'm pretty sure today's his birthday. No, wait, it's next month at the same time. I'll double check. I don't know what's going on. I'm a freaking scrub. Cal, late dust. Okay, yeah, this time next month. All right, let's check everything and see if anybody needs talking to, anybody need their problems solved. So if you don't recall, our current goal is building up enough toughness to be able to leave the colony to start hopefully finding answers in the wilds. It seems like... Hey, I hope you're good. What's this game? This is, I was just talking about you. This is, I was a teenage exocolonist. It is a visual novel deck builder. Highly story-based. It's really, really good. Tragedy strikes basically once per stream. We'll get into the specifics here in a moment. But I was just about to shout you out for following me. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I only have one one screen, so my system ain't good. Here, let me go to my other one. Sorry for the... There we go. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right, too, because that happened. Yeah, all right, there we go. Go ahead and tell us what you play, what kind of games you play. I know you were doing Darkest Dungeon before, but feel free to plug yourself real quick. And I'm going to use so much restraint because I'm not going to follow up plug yourself with anything nasty. I'm going to be an adult. Damn it. All right, so we are working on our toughness. We are becoming ever slightly tougher. So I think we only need 1 or 2 more days of this. All right, so this should be our last day working on the farm, and then we should be able to go outside the colony. Oh, no problem. It is Xyla, correct? Let me know if I'm effing everything up. I need to know. The colony is surrounded by tall walls that keep out most of the local Xenofauna. The key word being most. You often report to work to find that an entire row of corn has been ripped up and carried away in the night by something that can fly over the walls. All that's left in the morning is torn up dirt and is a dusting of iridescent powder. It happens so often that your mom has to set up cameras to catch whatever it is in action. The next day, you have your answer. Dorbs moths, giant blue moths, I love them, with wingspans almost as long as your outstretched arms. They can rip the corn right from the ground. I tend to play games that interest me, really, playing through Black Book, Darkest Dungeon 2, and Other Side. That's right. Other Side I've had on my list for a little while. I never bit the bullet on it, but it seemed fairly interesting. I need to go on I need to either watch someone like you play it or go onto Reddit and check it out. Perfect. Thank you, Zyla. And then Black Book, that was, I think you were talking about that in Jabroni's chat, and that seemed really cool. I'm gonna have to check that one out too. You're recording Danganronpa V3? Oh, and Ruin King. Oh, hell yeah. I love Danganronpa so freaking much. How far is this one? Is it your first time playing through part 3 of V3? And how far are you? So I know what to say and what not to say. Yeah, this place isn't terrifying at all with giant corn moths. Wow, amazing, Cal says as you review the holovid. I didn't know Dorbs moths could do that. Dorbs moths are pretty cute. Yeah, they're moths. This is a fact. In a bug-like sort of way. Fuzzy dog-like heads, pretty iridescent wings, long elegant whiskers. They'd be cuter if they weren't flying away with entire stalks of corn. I love the dong. It's true. Yeah, I've said it once. I've said it a million times. Give me more dong in my life. You don't want to run the risk of accidentally poisoning your own crops, and Cal objects to trapping them. The most humane solution is to discourage them from stealing your crops at all. You and Cal work on setting up scarecrows, but after a couple unsuccessful days, you have to admit that you just don't know what scares the adorable little moths. What even eats them anyways? Guess I'm going to have to find out. Cal puzzles over the security footage. They fly in from the north, especially around Quiet, he says. Maybe that's where their breeding ground is? If someone goes there, maybe we could figure out what kind of animal they're scared of. If they're plane eaters, something's gotta hunt them for food. If you figure it out, it'd be a big help towards securing the colony food supply. All right, so this is the other reason, we need to get out of town. There's a bunch of things that are threatening this place that I think we can only get answers from outside the colony. We need to figure out what's going on with the shimmer. Doing this could help secure more food supplies for us, which is terminally low. There's a lot we need to do here. First time playing through V3 will be super sad when it's all over. That'll be the last game. Angie just died. I need to do. Ooh, okay. I won't say anything. I've said it once. I've said it in my. Thank you, Kara. So this game, like I said, it's a visual novel deck builder. So the way that this works is we have our character stats over here, which we got to customize a little bit when we created our character. And then in the colony, now that we're here on this foreign alien planet, we can do different jobs that raise our stats. So as you can see, we've maxed out our biology. We have a little bit of empathy. We've got some points in animals and toughness, supports and organization. So every single time you do a task, you are set up with this little challenge where you have to use the cards you've earned through doing tasks to reach a goal. Reaching the goal means that you will get your points. You'll get your stat ups. You can use items to help you boost your points even more. And reaching these new thresholds, these new marks, gives you the opportunity to do new things or unlock new perks that will hopefully help us out in the future. I wasn't upset when she died since she was trying to build a goal against me. Yeah, I didn't really like Angie either. But I'm going to be, as much as I want to continue to talk about Danganronpa, it's a game best experienced blind. But keep talking about it. If you decide to come back, feel free to keep talking to me about it. You could join the Discord if you want, and we could talk about it there. I just like Danganronpa. Have you played 1 and 2? And more importantly, have you played Ultra Despair Girls? And if so, how are you alive right now? All right, so we need to get to goal 18. That seems pretty easy. We can do this right here, maybe, and this, and this. That gives us to 19. So putting things in different orders and patterns allows you to get bonus points. So putting colors next to one another gives you points. Putting similar number scores next to one another gives you extra points. And we can flip these guys around however we want. unless they're like locked or something, to try to get better points. The higher your goal, the better. If you can get a super goal, you can boost your stat gains even more. And it'll throw different like quirks in it, like a card is locked, or you get more points if you meet the goal instead of exceeding it, stuff like that. She was fun to voice, so I'll miss voicing her. I've played all 3 of those great games. Yes, 2's my favorite. Congratulations for getting through Ultra Despair Girls. Holy shit, that fucking game. That game made me so freaking uncomfortable. I don't know how I survived it. Let's see. What if we did 5 here and then this like that? That's 17. Okay, that's worse. That's worse. I made it worse. We'll put this back here. And then this here. Okay, so that's... No, I think that actually was best. This. Geez, can I only get 17? Am I screwed? Let's see. Am I missing something obvious? That's always something that could happen, is that I'm missing something obvious. We might have to use one of our cards here. Yellow flower, change +1 to a card and change to that. We find a lot of mushwood. I think we can benefit by just boosting one of these cards up. If we do this, there we go. We can get to 21. Hell yeah. Beakity. So we got the best score, which means we get kudos. Kudos are a extra resource that we can use to buy new cards and new items and stuff like that, like equipment that'll give us passive bonuses as well. Your stress builds up as you do tasks, and just terrible things happen. So eventually, stress will get up, and you'll have to take some time to bring that down. It also gives you a chance to remove cards from your deck, which is really important because we have some like cards that do nothing for us, like they're zeros. So like they don't add anything to our goals. So we're trying to look for those when we get rid of memories, so we can replace them with better cards. I've struggled. Hey, Jabroni, happy to see you. I hope you're having a good Monday. I've struggled a little bit with V3 to connect with the characters like I did with 1 and 2. I used to be really surprised by the deaths, but I'm sort of not surprised with those. Totally get it. Yeah, the part 3, it suffers a little bit from the trilogy of like, you kind of start to see the patterns and that can take it away. It's like, oh, well, I'm expecting X, Y, and Z to happen. So, you know, the shock still hits. I'll say there are still plenty of twists coming. Of course, it is a Danganronpa game. The twists are still gonna hit you. But yeah, it does kind of suffer from being the third in a pretty well established like cult, not like a cult loving of games, like a cult classic. I wouldn't call it a cult classic, but you know. Slondy 1 is banned from the channel. Did they do something weird? I didn't see them post anything, but I believe they deserved it. All right, Utopia. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Popo, how's it going, little bro? I think I gave her like a country voice, but we'll try again. Chief Surveyor Utopia steps casually out to bar your way, making it look accidental. Whoa there. I don't know if you're ready to head out there and join the surveyors just yet. Why don't you skedaddle and stick the sports ball inside the walls for now? She rubs her knuckles into your scalp and sends you your way. I'm tough enough. Well, I'll be, Utopia drawls, grappling you playfully. You ain't lying, kid. You got grit. She scans the roster on her holopalm. Looks like you're approved to start with the junior survey team. And you look like you won't wilt at the first sting of slapgrass. We'll keep you close to begin with, round here in the prosaic plains. Come see me when you're ready for assignment. Hell yeah, thank you. All right, so we can now officially leave the colony, which is pretty frickin' sweet. 'Twas a bot. Thank you. I figured. You took care of it so quickly I didn't even notice. All right, so we can explore nearby, which gives us bravery and perception. That's pretty dope. Or we can survey the plains, which gives us perception and animals. Ooh, okay. I like both of those. We definitely want more animal points, and hopefully surveying the plains will allow us to go a little further, because we need to go through some of these other areas to check out like cures and stuff like that. So I think the plains were where we could find the stuff for those moths. So hopefully we can find something soon. Let's survey the plains. Ooh, okay, so this is brand new for us. We have not done anything here. Events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Return home via the Expedition's depot flag or the home button at the top left of the screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Events respawn at the beginning of each year, and new collectibles have a chance to appear every season. Okay. So I know you like Danganronpa and deck building games. What other games do you like to play? Let's see. We had a big, long stint of strategy games. We did Valkyria Chronicles 4, which was a turn-based action wartime shooter, which was pretty good. The gameplay was pretty fun. It was a little frustrating, and the story was anime AF, but ultimately it was an okay time. We just did Fire Emblem Engage hard mode blind. That finished in the summer. That was pretty good, and again until the end when it started to suck. We do a lot of Shining Force content, which is an older strategy RPG type thing. But we do a lot of variety. We've done roguelikes, like Dice Folk. We've tried a bunch of demos for RPGs. We play a lot of weird stuff here. So if you like seeing new things, chances are you might see something new here. We like a good story. We like a good game around here. We try not to discriminate. All right, Utopia, what do you got to say? When you boarded the Expedition's autobus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few clicks north of the Prosaic Plains, a high, flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change, and now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. We love to feel things. Yeah, I love to feel. Boy, and you know what? That bites me in the ass more than anything, is I say I want to feel something, and then this game's like, you stupid bastard. I'm going to gut punch you with emotion. Sounds fun. Shall try and catch as many streams as you can. Thank you so much. And, if not, no big deal. I appreciate your support no matter what. I'm going to try to catch your stuff, too. I think I saw you streamed a couple, like yesterday. Time's an illusion for me. I saw you streaming. I was with my family, so I couldn't chat. But I did see that you were streaming. So I hope to actually catch some of your stuff soon. You greet Chief Surveyor Utopia at the depot. This here's a plasma cutter, she says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting and heating things. You can use it to make a fire, cauterize a wound, boil water, and it cuts some materials pretty all right. You can use it for self-defense, too, but I don't suggest it. Cool, fire! Are we going to be in danger? She makes a so-so motion with her hand. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing, we're not supposed to be in danger. We're just going to be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of all the flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know much about what's out there, which is why we need surveyors, even young'uns like you. The Prosaic Plains are a sparse region, like you can assume from the name. You can see things from a long way off. Utopia sees you squinting at the horizon. And what are you going to do if you see something coming for you? Avoid it, like you asked me to. Good, kid. Utopia approves, patting you on the back. We don't need any trouble. I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays as schedule, then extras here and there when I can. What time frame? I guess first, where are you? So I can think about the time frame. If you don't mind me asking, where are you located? What time zone are you in? I will hesitate from asking deeper questions like social security and past traumas. Dis joins you. He must have come on an earlier autobus. Good, you're here, Utopia says, digging out another plas cutter for Dis. You two greenhorns are with me, for the foreseeable. Now, we don't gotta sniff each other's butts all the time. Oh, well, I don't know, you're the one with cat feet. And you know what? I think some people might be into that. We don't. That's another thing here. We don't kink shame. We kink celebrate. If your thing is sniffing cat girl butts, then more power to you. But I do expect y'all to be in yelling distance. Comms can get pretty spotty out here. Past traumas will all be revealed in time. That's true. We have to build our friendship ranks first. We got to video game everything. The more time you spend with me, the higher our little friendship meter will go, and every once in a while it meets a point, and we unlock more of each other's past. Utopia also hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It'll automatically perform local scans of wherever you go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, it'll upload its findings to the HoloNet. Your job is to cover ground, see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. She slaps you on the back. All right, team, don't get yourselves killed out there, okay? Thanks, love. So, are we just looking around? I don't really know what to expect, which I guess is the point. Ooh, a question mark is good. UK, so BST. My Twitch schedule should hopefully be set for all time zones and plenty of pasture. Nice. Support level increased. Traumas will be revealed at an appropriate time, at an appropriate friendship level. You don't want to give them too quickly. You know, we got to figure out likes and dislikes and shit like that, and then we start talking about how going to church broke us as people. One of your jobs as a surveyor is to document the flora and fauna through photographs. You see a skittish flock of really long insects. Each one has 10 to 20 sets of wings, like long rods with knobbly bits at regular points. They're moving so fast they're almost a blur. You've got a camera built into your holopalm, but it's not equipped to capture difficult shots like this. You'll need to put in the work. Let's do an animals challenge. Look at the animals! All right, so let's see. We have to get to 48 points. I think we can manage that. So if we go 1, 2... Ooh, that gets a +3. So if we do 1... I thought that said it was a plus. Card gets a +1. Oh, that's unchangeable. Duh. What if we do 2... 3, 4. That's 10. +3 on. Ooh, okay. So we definitely want to keep socks here for later. What if we did? It's 9. Okay, that's pretty weak. All right, let's do that. And then what about this and this? So that's 9. It might be good to get both of these at the end, because if we can combine them, like +3, there'll be 2 4s together. Maybe we do a little bit of planning. Maybe we actually think for once. So this isn't great. What happens if we use this? +1 and change it to that. Let's do it. I really want to pass this. There we go. You're supposed to use things. Oh man, we're not going to be able to hold all these. So this is points bank. Yes. So it's not like a deck builder like some other things. It's all, you're just trying to reach this goal. Okay, so maybe we do 1, 2, 4. All right, so this gets +3 on the 3rd stage. This gets +1 for gems from other cards. There's a chance we get more from that, but I don't know if it's guaranteed. We can redraw our hand. Oh, we can do a +1 and change to a brain right there, which will help, because that should make that a 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's good. That's good. Here we go. Freaking 8, 6. Yeah, baby. Here we go. Super goal reached. Worth it. Woo! That was tough. We got some animal points, though. We'll take it. Have you ever heard of Griftlands? I feel like you would enjoy that game as well. I think I've heard of it. That's where it's like a deck builder where you're trying to like haggle with people, I think is what I saw. Let me know if that's correct. That's what I thought. There's a lot. Did you know there's a lot of games out there? You cautiously crawl up beside your subject, raising your hollow palm to get the best close-up possible. Ooh. Okay. Ouch. Just as the camera takes the photo, your subject bites you on the finger. Ah, you hope it's not venomous. On the bright side, you got the shot. We got a point to perception anyways. We got some kudos and a little bit of stress. Time passes, a little bit of stress. All right. So let's see here. We've got a couple other things to see. Ooh, nice. Let's do some collection before we start the next point. Or do we have to? Okay, we have to do this. Let's see. There's not much to find out here, but the peaceful atmosphere is great for contemplation. You find a particularly beautiful little plateau where you can see the plains spread out before you like a picnic blanket. Round lakes dotted like the land, glimmering mirrors of sky. Dotting the land like glimmering mirrors of sky. Dis is scouting further ahead. He was eager to find some adventure. Remember the spot for later. Catch up with Dis. Stop to meditate. Let's do a meditation that'll probably lower our stress so we can stay here longer. There we go. And perception up. You focus on the sounds around you, on your breathing, on the feeling of your butt on the rock, and the slightly cool breeze on your face. It's very peaceful. You can feel yourself relax as you become one with the planet. Nice. There's a speech version and a fight version of that game. Thought you would have probably heard. I have heard of it. I have not played it. But thank you for recommending it. If it's like this, I might end up enjoying it. I think the only time I've seen that game is when like YouTubers that talk about like cool, interesting games that like don't get enough notoriety. When they make little videos about that, I feel like I've seen it there. I do appreciate it though. I love learning about new games. You know what? Because my backlog, it could be bigger. Let's face it. Drifts of sparks snow make this area hard to pass through. Your feet keep sinking into it, and you have to work to get them free with every step. The only way forward here is through an especially deep area. Playing in the snow. Ooh, take a break and play in it. Shovel it out of the way, find another way around. Let's get ourselves a card. We just lowered our stress by a bunch. This is a 3, which is pretty good, and it's got a gem, which syncs well with some of our other cards. There we go. You make a snow buddy. Or at least you try. The tiny blue crystals don't pack together very well, and the stuff quickly melts just from the heat of your body. Hey, thank you so much for joining the Discord. Freaking awesome. You're going to try something, add command, come be a part of the conversation on Discord. Kara successfully added come. Good job. You're coming all over the place. Added command Discord. Nice. Thank you. Remove command com. Added command Discord. All right. Let me check it. Let's check it. Discord. Hell yeah. Want more stupid nonsense? Of course we do. That's why we're all here. As you can see, we are not professionals. We're just here to have fun with each other. We're just here to come. Stuff quickly melts just from the heat of your body. The acidic snow gives you a hot, scratchy rash between your fingers. You probably should have worn gloves. Yeah, probably. But that's only a little bit of stress. Ooh, +1 to creativity. We are fucking not creative people. Look at this. 1 point in creativity. We do not know how to express ourselves worth a damn. You appraise your lumpy snow buddy. It looks a little sad. Maybe it just needs some accessories. With some twigs and grass and a weird kind of jelly you find seeping out of the ground, you give your buddy antlers and fur. You aren't sure what to call it, but you're proud all the same. All right, we're doing great on time. Let's keep looking around, see if we can do some foraging. Ooh, the crystals. Nice. I wonder who likes those. We'll have to find somebody who likes those as a gift. Ooh, way over there. Wow, this is expansive. Let's try this. A mass of dead bushes blocks your way. They have pointy spines the size of short swords, and they look very, very sharp. Ooh, our combat's high enough that we can blast our way through. What's our combat at? 19. Hell yeah. Good thing you brought a plas cutter with you. You cut a hole through the bushes and set a bunch of the surrounding forest on fire while you're at it. That'll teach those bushes. Screw you. We're not professionals. We're just here for the nonsense and to come. Thank you very much, Kara. I appreciate all the work you do. Holy shit, what is that? You almost... Oh, it's just Dis. You bump into Dis. He's being so still and quiet, hunched over and looking down a little knoll. He sushes you and points. Don't scare them. You follow his finger and see what looks like a bush shaking violently. 2 bushes, actually, at opposite ends of a clearing. Oh. Look at these little things. They're bush bubs, he says, fighting over territory. You don't know that they're fighting. They could also be here to come. They could be just like us. You look more closely through your holoculars. Oh, those boulders are alive. I hope they won't hurt each other. Neat, I hope it's bloody. How do you know that? Yeah, how do you know that? Dis shrugs. If you're quiet, you see them a lot. Friendship, animals, memory. Cool. You watch the 2 creatures face off, rhythmically rustling the leaves that grow out of their heads and backs. Their gangly branch-like antennae swing over their heads as they rear up to their full heights. Even from far away, they look imposing, like agile boulders. Nice. So that's a 3 with a +2 to any toughness card, physical card. Hell yeah. One goes, then the other. They watch each other carefully, alternating and repeating the other's motions, trying to outdo each other. Ultimately, the smaller, more graceful one seems to be declared the winner. The loser plops back down and shuffles away into the jungle, defeated. Boy, do I know that feeling. All right, let's keep looking around. Ooh, nice. Let's grab that. Anything up here? What's our stress level at? 71. It takes 13 stress just to do an activity. If this goes well, we'll be okay. But there's a chance this hurts us. Is it bad I'd choose the hope it's bloody option? Not at all. It's all about role play. So this game, from what I understand, has so many variables and like different states that like there's so many ways to tackle this. Like look at all the things that I suck at. There's so many different ways to tackle problems that the endings, from what I understand, are wildly different. So there's a chance that we do this game again and do a different like a different build. We're definitely, if we play again, I think our second playthrough is going to be the Chaos Goblin. So the hoping for chaos, just pure havoc, bloodying everything up, causing the mischief and the mayhem. That's going to happen. Do we risk it? I like that way of thinking. I think we can risk one more. I think we risk one more. Ooh, a perception challenge? Never mind. Spark Snow is driving down. Invisibility is poor. You can barely see your hand in front of you. We're going to wait that shit out. You're equipped to survive a little while in the snow at least. You hunker down against a tree and wait it out. Wait, what was that? You squint into the driving snow, but all you see is white on white and the slightest hint of movement. It doesn't even look corporeal, almost like a cloud, like the snow is coming from it. It's impossible to get a closer look. You pull your collar tighter against the storm and move on. Ooh, we got a point of animals for that. Hell yeah. All right, yeah, we gotta go. Time to go home. You should go home soon. You know what? I usually don't like it when games tell me what to do, but I think this time is right. I also usually like to go home early, and as is my nature as an introvert, I'm allowed to go home whenever the frick I want and make up whatever excuse. Hopefully, if I'm smart, I've made up an excuse to not go in the first place. The little gazebo is set up as a waiting area for the automated transporters, which trundle back and forth between here and the colony. A sign reads, Autobus Depot, Prosaic Plains. Sparse vegetation makes this an ideal region for resource extraction. Blue snow is mildly acidic and may corrode equipment with prolonged exposure. Please rinse enviro suits upon return. Let's go home. Are you sure this will end the month? Yes, let's go home. Just a little sprinkle of violence. Just a little bit. Like, you know, when you're doing a little bit of seasoning on your food, you season from the hand. It's like, oh, you don't want to oversalt your food. You season from the front. You season the salt on your hand, and then same thing with violence. You do a little bit with the hand just to see if it's all right. Just see how much people can handle. It's Vutamnalia, time for speeches, games, and feasting. You stare hungrily at the feast table. Sure, it's mostly soy rations, but it's still more food than you usually see all at one time. This year, though, there's something new. Great big tureens of glowing beans. Oh, are these the things Mom and Dad have been growing? The fairy beans or something? You try to sneak some food before the speeches start, but Chief Engineer Instance catches you and smacks your hand away. Your mom gets really mad at her, and it causes a huge yelling match. Classic Mom. Your dad directs you away from the table as Instance blames your mom for the way things are right now, whatever that means. Your dad passes you a soy sweet to keep your tummy busy during the speeches. He's the best. I agree. I want to be this dad. I class myself as a social introvert. I only want to be social with my people and then ignore everyone else. Precisely. I like my group of friends, and I want to hang out with my group of friends, and anybody that's not within that group, I don't want anything to do with you. You gotta pass that vibes check. I'm gonna get a drink of water. All this talking. That's the good shit. Governor Udicott takes the stage and manages to calm everyone down. Welcome everyone to our 4th Vutamnalia celebration, she says, speaking through a maxophoner. Her voice has been getting weaker lately and can't reach across the square the way it used to. I'm proud, as always, to stand before you as your governor and to celebrate another year of peace and prosperity on this beautiful planet. Udicott steps aside, wobbling a little as she walks, leaving Seek to complete the annual formalities. Your mom steps forward. This year's feast includes a new glow-in-the-dark food. Pixie beans are our first domesticated for Timnon crop. The crowd applauds, and your mom raises her hand. Credit goes to Geranium. He insisted we dedicate a third of our fields to them, so you'll have him to thank for the light show in your toilets tonight. Hell yeah. A smattering of laughter ripples through the crowd. Your dad chuckles nervously. I bet he liked the joke, but probably he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who likes eyes on him. Your mom's got tats. Mom is super cool. This mom can pick me up and take me wherever she wants. Your mom's smile fades. As you know, we lost our hydroponics and microbial soil during the wormhole accident. She says these pixie beans will make up for losses we've faced with our earth crops. Udicott's weedy voice rattles through the maxophoner. Thank you, everyone. Let's get on with the games. The crowd packs away the chairs as the children gather in the square. Which competition do you participate in? Oh, cool. We've never been able to do one of these because we're always terrible. But we can finally do the bot quadrathlon. Let's do it. Ooh, we got some loyalty. Com directs your attention to this year's edition, a cloth-covered mountain as tall as 4 adults, studded with mysterious protrusions. He pulls it back to reveal the Tower of Terror, he announces with a flourish. Test your courage with 3 stories of ladder climbs, followed by a death-defying leap of faith onto the poof shroom mats. Aw, yay, Cal likes me more now. You and Enemy and Cal take in the majesty of the Tower of Terror. Both of them are hooting and pumping their fists, absolutely bonkers about jumping from 3 stories. You'll all still be doing the wrestling, agility, and accuracy portions of the course, but clearly this is the winner by the popular vote. How about you? Are you ready? Yeah, we get our favorites soon. Here, let me see if I can pull up everybody real quick for you. That way you know who's going on. Let's see. So these are the other children. So this is Anemone. We've got Cal. He's our best friend, as you can see. Look at that friendship level. Very cool. We get along with him because we work in the garden and stuff together a lot. Anemone likes sports ball. Tangent is super cool. Trans character, by the way, so friggin' representation. She's really cool. She's trying to work on a medical cure for like a disease that's starting to, like a fungal infection that's hitting the colony. Super cool. She's probably our second highest ranked character. Dis is Tangent's brother. We don't really like him all that much. He's kind of a douchebag. He doesn't support Tangent through her transition, so he kind of sucks. Mars is very bossy, but in like a kind of good way, like a good leader way for, a 13-year-old, and doesn't like to do hard labor. But she seems fun. There's always one douche. That's right. We got Tammy. Tammy died first stream. She got electrocuted, so she died at the age of fucking 10, which was tragic because she was like our second best friend, or she was going to be before she was taken from us. And I will not recover. This is our mom, Flulu. She's super cool. Got a cool robot leg. She's in charge of the geoponics, so all the farming and gardening. This is our dad, who's basically just me. He helps with the farm. He does like the botany, the research side, and is trying to domesticate animals. How did you miss Mom Had a Robot Leg? I mean, we usually only see the characters from like this far up. I love Geranium. He's like, I want to be him so badly. Like, we're both dads. Like, I want to be that good of a dad. Udicott is our governor. She's kind of just in charge of everything. Antecedent is super cool. I believe she is an enemy's mom. I think she's in charge of like cooking. Very good, like Mother Earth energy. Really cool. I like her a lot. Our favorite line about our parents: "They made us the old-fashioned way." Oh boy, do I love that. That's the best way to make a kid, as far as I'm concerned. And I've done it twice, at least. Do you see with the blue hair? I would consider it. Like I've done pink hair before, partially. I used to be a teacher, and I had my students give me pink hair once, and that was a lot of fun. And it was like the paste that you kind of just like put in the hair, kind of like a paintbrush. And I feel like I could do something like that for a couple of days, and I'd be pretty happy with it. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you did new hair stuff. Join the partially blue hair crew. Give me some freaking money, and I'll do it. This is Instance. She's the chief engineer and basically in charge of all science operations. She's working with, I guess Tangent is working with her to build up the cure for the Shimmer infection. Hal was our teacher for life sciences. He died. Every year, basically, something really bad happens in this last month, and he was killed, unfortunately. Tragic. I really liked him. As a teacher, I felt bonded. Tonin was also killed during an exploration. This is Tammy's dad. Tammy's mom died in travel, so the whole Tammy line has been slain by this trip. It's basically unforgivable. There's no God. This is Utopia, so she's in charge of expeditions now that Tonin is dead. He used to be in charge of that, so she's taken over. She's got cool cat feet, and we like her a lot. Rhett is chief of security. Big, tough guy. Pretty cool. I like his beard. I gave him the Randy Savage voice. Congruence is the AI computer, who's also adorable, who controls everything when it comes to like the actual like algorithms that we use to like predict things happening in labs. Booking a trip right now to help you dye your hair. That's very sweet. Seek is awesome. So chief administrator, they're involved with all of the like organization and making sure things run properly. Also non-binary from what I understand. I love their design. Their outfit is super cool. I want to be them. Com is an enemy's older brother, so another security officer who's good with kids. And then Auntie Tira, this is Cal's mom. She works as a doctor. And then there are characters we just haven't met yet. So let's start the quadrathlon. Goal 61. Oh, no. Oh, no. We could do... What could we do? Card gets +2. We could do this and that boosts us up pretty well. And then we could do like a 2 here and just start us off pretty well. We could do like a 2-2-2 next round, though. Let's do a 0. I don't like it. I kind of hate it, but it is what it is, I think. I wonder if this will help. If I do this, it gets changed to a +1 and a yellow. So we'll get 2 things right there, and it'll be a 4 and a 5. We're getting 2 for 2 flush. I'm going to try it. Do we get a point for that? No. Okay, it wasn't long enough. Damn. Okay, whatever. We'll be fine. Lots of people. Thanks for introducing. Oh, happy to. It helps me like get my thoughts in order too. More characters to meet, and I'm sure no tragedies will happen to any of those new friends. Absolutely not. I'm sure none of them will appear and then instantly die. That would be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Who would even say such a thing? Okay, so we could do a 2, 2, 2, 2. That's pretty good. That is an option. I'd like to keep this one safe because it has the potential to gain bonuses for the gems. So if we're at 18 right now, what happens if I do this? That brings us to 19. That's pretty good. And this stays at 19. Okay. All right, 19 is probably all right. I don't see how to easily make that better. We need to reach 30. I think we can do that. So we can do this, this. We're just going to get all of our good cards out. And then we'll work on the, on putting them all together. Oh, 30, no. Okay, that's fine. That's fine because we're going to find a way to put them all together. 32, there we go. +1 to that. Yeah, so that didn't matter. That's fine. Yeah, cool. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Lurk while grab some food. No problem. Enjoy your lunch. We sorted cards and that made us tough. You blow through the obstacle course, the basket shooting, and the bot wrestling with ease, and you arrive at the base of the Tower of Terror with a determined gleam in your eye. We're the champion. We gained the Botathlon champion, +5. Ooh, nice. You scale it easily. Gain status popular. What a foreign affair. You scale it easily, of course. It's only ladders. Sure, it's really high ladders and a huge jump. You just close your eyes and pretend you're jumping into a great big vat of pudding. Com awards you first place. Nice. Finally, it's time for the feast. The pixie beans are a hit. Your parents keep touting their many benefits. They grow well here, they're super nutritious, taste great, and they're really versatile. And kids love the bright multicolored glow. Your rumbling stomach has made you grouchy. Your parents won't let you eat until they finally stop bragging about their dumb beans. You consider the options. Pixie bean soup. Ooh. Pixie bean salad. I had bean salad last night. Friggin' good. Pixie bean chili. That sounds delicious. Bean soup is also good. Even pixie bean aquafaba dessert. Everything glows in this evening twilight. That sounds great. Yeah, I made a Mediterranean bean salad last night to go with the next 2 nights' dinners. Really good. It was garbanzo beans, chickpeas, red kidneys, and then I made like a quick like dressing to go with it, like a little bit of olive oil, some lemon, and a little bit of garlic, and then I mixed in some tomatoes and some celery and some Italian parsley. A little bit of salt and pepper. It was good. I'm excited to have more. You sullenly shove your pixie bean everything around on your plate. You don't even want to eat them anymore. Stupid beans, stupid feast, stupid games, stupid everyone. Ugh. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm a teenager. Every time someone turns to talk to you, especially about how great these beans are and how great your parents are for growing them, you just get more irritated. They're just beans. It's like they love these beans more than they love you. You're probably just hungry. Let's eat our beans. You want to rebel against these stupid beans, but the truth is, you're too hungry to resist. You count backwards from 10 to calm yourself down so you don't blow up at your mom. Why is she smiling all the time? Ugh. You settle on glowering at her over your plate of glowing beans. She notices but just purses her lips and turns away from you to talk to someone else. Rude. You shovel food into your mouth, trying not to look like you're enjoying it. Okay, it is as delicious as everyone said, and you start to feel more human the more you eat. Right, yeah, food. Food is great. A grand feast. A 4 and then +2 to cards with gems. Hell yeah. We're getting that gems genergy. You do feel better after you eat something. Make sure you guys are all snacking as well. Don't be like the character in this game. Everyone is in high spirits after dinner, breaking off into little groups to talk or make music together as the sky darkens for the shortest night of the year. You feel your mood improve by the minute as your friends pull you into a fun rhythmic clapping game. As your irritation fades, you wonder if this is what congruence meant when she warned you that your hormones would make you feel out of control sometimes. When you go back to your quarters, you get ready for bed. Your dad gives you a big hug. It's exactly what you need. I make sure I hug my kids constantly. I will not have them feel unloved. I will not make the same mistakes. Hormones. Rebellion increases or tripled. And popular. You're a winner and everyone wants to be your friend. Kudos doubled for 3 months. Hell yeah. Ooh, we're almost at an animal point. Sweet. Dis is sitting in the grass near the big gates that lead out to the jungle. He's just staring out into the nothingness and picking absent-mindedly at the weeds. He pretends not to notice. Are you okay? Do you want to play a game? Tease him. Sit down with him. We're just going to sit down with him. He shifts uncomfortably as you sit close, but doesn't say anything. You both just hang out, saying nothing and doing nothing. You're starting to wonder if Dis will ever acknowledge you when he says, I've got to go. As he starts down the hill, he pauses and says, this is a good spot. I'll probably come back here tomorrow. Aw, poor kid. This could have all been solved if you were just cool about your sister. Alright, so I think we need to keep exploring the outside. Our stress isn't too high. I think we can go back and do some more stuff out there. Let's go to the plains. You're a winner, and everyone wants to be your friend, but only for 3 months. Yeah, eventually they will forget how awesome I am. Or I'll do or say something that makes it extremely obvious that I'm not worth being friends with. I'll say something. Every time I open my mouth, I spawn another foot to put in that mouth, making me some kind of perpetual foot and mouth machine. If only we could harness that for energy. I definitely wasn't up late last night struggling to fall asleep because I was thinking about something dumb I did like 7 years ago. That couldn't have been me. Definitely not me. Oh, another one of the turtles. A bush bubs blocking the path, lumbering slowly back and forth between a dense strand of glop mushes, or whatever those plants are called, in a wide circular lake. It's like it's on some kind of patrol. It growls a warning when you try to squeeze past it, so you back off. From the look in its eyes, this one isn't letting you through easily. A perception test? What's our perception at? Not great. Man, if I could harness the energy courier by putting my own foot in my mouth, I'd be unstoppable. The thing reminds me of the turtle. Oh, yeah, it totally is. I don't remember. Oogway? Oogway? Sorry, I got a wife texted me. I want to make sure she's okay. She's having to stay late at work today, unfortunately, so I'm just making sure she's okay. All right, we're good. Do we risk it? I think we can risk it. Let's try it. We've been having fun with these challenges. It's only a goal of 48. It's not nearly as bad as some of our other ones. Okay. Ahoy, sir. What's up, Griff? How you doing? What if we did that? We are trying to not suck. We have a perception challenge we're trying to reach. We're trying to get ourselves around a local creature. Hey, it's my baby. I was just talking about you. We're back home from the long weekend travel. Oh, nice. Are you tired? Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Like, sitting in a car is challenging work. I don't much care for it. +1 on skill. A +1 on skill on brain challenges. Is this a brain challenge? No, it's perception. It's a tough challenge. All right. These can all work well with other things. So I think we're going to just take a small hit of 9 and move on. What did you say about me? Oh, just that you just texted me, and I wanted to make sure that you were okay because you were working a lot today. You got to meet Tiadrin and Wifetrin? Oh, that's so cool. Oh. I've only got to meet Kara. That's like a second place medal. I'm just kidding. Please don't take that. It was a joke. And she only got to meet me, the loseriest of us all. Neither she nor I won out in that exchange. See, remember what we said about putting feet in mouths, and not in the fun kinky way? Here we go. Let's see. What if we did this? Oh, nice. Okay, that was really good. So this becomes a 3. So 2, 3, 3, 6. That seems great. Nice. So we just got to get 16. That seems frickin' easy for us. I'll have you know we're very good at this game. Hell yeah. Frickin' super goal. Thank you. I'm glad we did this. Extra kudos. A little bit of perception. We're doing great. I think we won because she brought our kids so many gifts. Very good point. Very good point. So she lost because we won. I guess no. You got to meet God. You got to meet Dor and Luna, which is pretty rare. And they didn't immediately hate you. So maybe you did win. So you won. You winning has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with the things I've created.
I'm sorry you're stuck with me.
Make me compliment myself. Shit. I've been doing a lot of extra housework. Not today, but I've been doing a lot of extra housework, which I feel pretty good about. And I've been taking my daughter to library book readings to help her socialize. So I've been doing my best to help her out around the house and enrich my daughter's life. Nice redeem. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with it. You sneak through the gloop mushes, crawling under them so the bush bulb doesn't see you. You nearly get stuck at one point and wonder, what if Dis has to come and rescue you? That would be embarrassing. You find a route through and continue on your way. Nice. Good job, us. All right, so we gained a little bit of stress from that, but that's fine. It's just stress. When does stress ever hurt anybody? What is that glorious creature? Look at it. Oh. It's got a this. It's got a this. This is the universal game symbol for Quest. Oh yeah. None of us have. We have to wait till your next stream. All right. I think we got to figure out what the heck this cool creature is. I really want to know. I want to know. Can you show me? You're surveying some weird algae bloom when it starts to get dark. You pack up for the day and begin to head back to base when you see a cloud of dorbs moths. Yes, I was hoping this would solve this problem. Fluttering overhead. Them, the same villains that keep eating your crops. You decide to follow them. I had a feeling this was going to be the predator. Don't think we're gymming tonight, so I'm going to be in stream. Yay! We're just in a constant, perpetual state of always in one of each other's streams. It's pretty adorable. You creep silently after the Dorbs moths. They don't seem afraid of you or anything at all. The Dorbs moth eventually converge on a clearing where hundreds of them rest against stalks of the giant fungal trees. The sound of their wings rubbing against each other is like music. The entire clearing glimmers with dust. It's so pretty you stand there and watch for a few minutes. Suddenly, the peace of the clearing is broken by squeaking and a chaos of flapping wings. The Dorbs moth all explode from their perches, sending clouds of choking dust into the air. Through the dust, you can see a Dorbs moth locked in a vicious battle with a small creature. It's all over so quickly. You watch the creature cling to the Dorbs moth's back as it flails around until it climbs up and rips out the Dorbs moth's throat with its tiny, vicious teeth. I think I'm about 1/3 of the way through swapping my set with the new stand-up desk. Ooh, nice. I also grabbed some 10-pound dumbbells for shoulder reps. Nice. We've got a set of 3s, a set of 8s, 10s, and 12s. I'm always too lazy to use them. I used to use them a lot. Now I'm always too tired. But maybe I need to be challenged. Griff, challenge me. So give me some kind of external motivation, because clearly internal motivation is not working. I love this thing. Where's the plush? Sir? Where's the plush? More squeaking fills the clearing. From the trees descend an entire family of the things. They set up upon the corpse of the Dorb's mouth like it's a kingly buffet. They hop around and hiss at each other, popping up like popcorn. The sound is incredible, like the screeching of a chair across a floor. The rest of the Dorbs mouths have completely vanished. The cries of these tiny hunters must have scared them all. How horrible, how cool. It is kind of cool. You whip open your holopalm and record their squeaking, so we can use these guys as scarecrows, and then now that we have a recording of the sound, we can have those set up on speakers. You whip open your holopalm and record their squeaking and chittering as they devour their meal. If you play this, it's bound to scare the Dorbs moths away from your fields too. You don't think you would have ever believed it if you hadn't seen it with your own eyes. The little things. You decide you'd call them bounce weasels, and 1/5 the size of the Dorbs moth. They're even more cute than the moths. You're pretty involved in recording the bounce weasels, so you don't notice another family of them moving into position over your head until it's too late. Like the Dorbs moth, you had the audacity to stand still for too long in their territory. You yelp as you're pelted by a hail of sharp-toothed creatures. Oh no! Toughness challenge. I have a set of 20 kettlebells, but I can't do everything. Yeah, that's tough. I used to be consistent with my 15s, but I'm down to 10s. At least you're doing something. I finally got a text from the car. Total loss. Okay, well, I'm glad we don't have to worry about it. Thank you for the redeem, Griff. Oh, I appreciate that. I mean, I'm just happy for answers at this point, you know? I'm on the cusp of car troubles too. Mine has been eating a quart of oil every ooh, I went through a whole fire just to get through. Oh my gosh. I hope it's okay. Like, I mean, I know it's not okay. I hope you're okay. And like, this doesn't like endanger your life in any way. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. What if we do this here? -1? Oh, because it becomes 2. I thought it said card +2. Okay. So what can we do here? This, keep between rounds. Nice. Let's definitely do that. We got 2 gems. I'd like to keep those. So that's definitely not what if we do this and this? And then, I guess we don't have, yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, we'll take it. 14 is still good for round 1 of a challenge. That's actually pretty dang awesome. So we're going to take that. We take those. Oh, that becomes a 2. Blech. All right, so we're going to need a 5, 3, +1 for each unplayed card. Ooh. 12. Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, what if I do this? There we go. That's the smart move. 19. It's a 17. Okay. Oh, putting those 3s together. What if I switch these out? 18. All right. We're going to take 1 hit down because we can use this one next round. Because this one will always stay. Or I think we're going to have more unplayed cards now. So let's take this. There we go. We're fine. Car shopping soon. Good. I'd hate for something terrible to happen. I'm glad they are finally moving on so I can get money and get a new car. We really need it. Boy, do we. Not that I haven't been enjoying driving you to work every day. But it will be nice for us to just have the flexibility that's also part of having, 2 cars. What if we put the 2 4s over here? 4, 4, 4. And then a 5. There we go. 4, 4, 4. Nice. We take those. Nice. And a little bit of toughness. You cover your head and neck, and the bounce weasels, well, bounce right off of you. Some of them cling to your jacket, nipping little holes into it, but when they can't get their teeth into you, they bounce away into the forest, chittering in anger. Oh, nice. You can't wait to show Cal the battle of cute versus cute. This planet is pretty cool. Plus, now you have an idea about how to keep the moths from stealing your crops. So his raining bounce weasels is a 3 card, set neighbor to this value. Oh man, that is really good. That's like instant flushes or pairs. That's really good. Shit's free. Hope the insurance is at least taking decent care of you guys. We don't know yet. We don't know if they're taking care of us yet, unfortunately. I need a bounce weasel plush immediately. I know. I bet this game has good, I bet people on Etsy are really, really good about taking care of this game, you know? I haven't actually checked for merch because I was scared the merch might spoil me on something. And I'm trying to go in as blind as possible. We'll see. They're going to assess the value of the car next, which I'm nervous about. Yeah. According to, what was it, the Blue Book, it was 16,000. So hopefully it's somewhat close to that. A series of small circular pools chained together to form an impassable body of water. You don't see an obvious route through, though the path does continue off in the distance on the other side. Can we do another perception challenge? I feel like we can handle it. I'm having fun with these challenges. All right. Oh, this is perfect one right here. So we put that there. 2, 2. Look at that. 14. Ooh, what if we do this? Also 14. Okay. We will take these. That's a great first round. Ooh, okay. +1 for each gem on other cards. Nice. So we could do an 8. Oh, what if we did 5, 4, 4, and then like a 3? 4, 4, 3? That's pretty good. Or do we save it? You know, do we save it? What's that? That's a 14. I think this is okay. We'll take it. Yeah, easy peasy. Easy game. We do that. We do that. Look at that, already done. We can put this right here. And that and that. Just big ol' numbers. Big ol' booty numbers. Thank you. There's a narrow place where 2 pools meet that you think you can leap over. These little ponds look too small to house anything really dangerous. You hope. You approach the water's edge. Leap of faith. Ooh, +1 bravery. You make it over the narrow gap. Nice. You feel empowered. All right, we're going to head back. We're just going to check here to see if there's anything to forage. It looks pretty good. Let's head back. We're getting a little stressed out. Stressed out. Our perception is going up by a nice amount. Our animals at 30. Nice. We're really close to getting the next set there. Famous last words. It's Cal's birthday. Happy birthday, Cal. Cal takes a deep breath and lets it all out in a huge sigh. I love the smell of the air here, he says. It's not clean like the shadow, but like it's fresh, if you know what I mean. It smells like dirt and compost and manure and growing things, and when I breathe it in, it's just... he takes another breath. It just reminds me that everything here is alive and important. Happy birthday, man. My favorite food on my birthday. You're the best. Yeah. We're friends now. Nice 21 Pilots reference. It's the only thing I know by them. And that's mostly because the Grumps used to do that joke. When the imbombe stressed out. I don't know anything else aside from that. All right, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, and then we'll continue the game. Okay, so our stress is getting a little high. Let's go relax in the park. Get a little friendship with Cal, and get some stress relief, and then, you know, maybe get rid of a crappy card. Get rid of some stupid memory, like babbling or our first smile or something like that. We don't need that. We're teenagers. Udicott likes to spend time in the garden. Out of everyone here, she spent the most years on Earth, already a grandmother by the time the stratospheric even left the planet. Her family is still planet-side, if they're even alive. You watch her tilt her face to the sun, a gentle smile in her expression. She's lived a lot of life, to want to live out the last of it here on Vertumna. That's nice. Let's see. Yeah, a 1 card is pretty weak. Let's get rid of that. We don't need to remember our first steps. That's what our parents are for. They remember that. The early wet. Nice. A blue bobber fruit. That's what people on the colony say when they're trying to pressure their significant others into giving them a hand job. Please, I got blue bobber fruit. You don't understand. It's really painful. Let's see. Clear-minded. You've got no stress or worries. 10% chance to get a bonus +1 when increasing skills. Nice. We helped out Cal. We're pretty close to animals. Let's keep working on our animals and perception, and I think we'll be okay. Oh, wait, no, wait. We want to leave. We want to go to the farm and put in our plan in action. Work on the farm. You play the recording of the squeaking bounce weasels for your mom and Cal. You're sure this is going to work? She asks when it's done. It sounds annoying. You swear it will work. You saw it while you were exploring. It might not sound like much, but the huge Dorbs' mouths are terrified of the little bounce weasels' hunting calls, and with good reason. Hell yeah. You set up a speaker system and play the recording all night. The next day, there's no sign of the Dorbs' moth. Your cops are completely safe. I think it worked, Cal says, sounding relieved. Popple, you're a genius. Pest control. Oh, yeah. A +6 rank, but negative to physical cards. That's all right. We take those. +10 kudos and +2 to colony food. Yes. Back, what have we missed? You missed the cutest thing. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. You're just glad that all your hard work isn't going to feeding those pesky moths anymore. More food for the colony. So we were able to get out and find the natural predator for the moths that have been tormenting our crops. I don't know if it shows it anywhere. Let me see. Memories? Where are you? We met the luxurious bounce weasel. They just bounce all over the place and they eat the moths. So we recorded their chirping and play that on a loudspeaker around our greenhouses at night. And it keeps the moths away. And it is super cute. And if there's not a plush for this, the internet has failed me. The internet has failed. Okay, so we can do... What is this? This should get a 4 now, right? Because it's a +1 skill. Yeah. So we can do a 5. Or 6, rather. Do that. And then what if we do this, this, this? Hell yeah. So we put these two together on the sides. This thing sets the neighbor to 3. So both of those got 3s. We got a 3 right there. So we got a nice 4 of a kind. We put that there. I don't see how this gets better. 23. Yeah, 27. Okay. Seems pretty cut and dry to me. Unique pest control. We're all about unique creative solutions here at Teacher to Streamer Industries. A little bit of kudos, a little bit of toughness. Biology doesn't matter because we're already the most biologically sound people here. We're basically geniuses. All right, everybody look out. We're mid-wet. We're midway through the wet. The planet is starting to accept us. Okay, so we did a lot of good exploring there. What's our animal rank at? Like 30? Okay. So exploring nearby gets his bravery and perception. Let's keep going through the plains, I guess. There's a boss event remaining? Whoa. There's 7 events and a boss. Whoa, I don't know if I'm prepared for that. Literally looking it up right now. Thank you. I'm just like there's got to be something, right? How could there not be? Oh, here, let's do this one. Ooh, nice. You stop to watch a herd of shaggy, purple-furred animals slowly meander down a slope. You've never seen them before. Then we're going to frickin' study them. All right. We do these. Oh, yeah. And then we do these. And we do these. 1, 2, 3. So a nice straight and a pair. I think this is good. 11 at the first round is a solid start. Good game, everyone. I'm heading back to work. I wish I could see you sooner, but I'm still excited. Yeah. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help out at home. From what I'm thinking, like I'll just try to make sure I get your lunches and like the dishes and stuff taken care of. But let me know if there's something else that you can think of. I want to help as much as I can. What if we do 0, 1, 2, 2? That's a 12. That's pretty good. I'd like to save this one because we could get a lot of gym cards next. So what if we do... That's a 12. That's an 11. Okay. So we can save that. Let's do that and that. 12 is pretty good. That means we need to get to a 26. I think we can do that. All you see are Vriki and Soul plushes. Huh. We'll wait. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Let's do a 5, a 4, this. Ooh, look at that. I got to do a 6. Nice. And a 4. What if we do that? 4, 5, 5, 4, 4. 4, 4. There are way too many things that should have a plushie and don't in this world. It makes me sad sometimes. Are you checking for like official merch, or are you checking on like Etsy? Because that's where I always go. I always look for Etsy. What if we do 5, 5? There we go. We put the 5s in the middle. That works. So all the 5s are together. We got 2 colors. We got a pair of colors right here. What about this? There we go. That is the key. Still wasn't the best, though. There was a way to get 2 more points. Interesting. The creature's fur is like grass, so they must be a kind of photosynths, an animal that gets part of their energy from the sun. They couldn't be arborescent photosynths, bush bulbs, because they've got branches growing out of their heads and backs. You check your survey journal. It says bush bulbs are common here, but they're smaller solitary creatures, so nope. And they're too small to be balneal photosynths, who don't usually leave the water. I've never heard the word balneal. I wonder what that means. I'll have to look that up. Arborescent means like tree. I don't know what balneal means. My first thought is baleen, but because it was talking about water, but I'm not sure what the balneal would like. Bath. I don't know. Maybe that would be cool. You decide to name them just in case. You look at them through the holoculars at maximum zoom. You can kind of make out that they have super long jaws like a huge underbite. You name the sunbasker, the underbiter, the herding sunbiter, something else. What are our options? Oh, I get to name them myself? So they're sun... Oh, it's easy. They're sunderbites, of course. They're sunderbites. Do not search the term bounce weasel. Oh my gosh. I never thought of that. Now I have to. I feel drawn to it. Man, here's the getting to know too much about teach time. One of the things my wife and I do for each other is we buy each other like sexy cosplay calendars for Christmas every year. It started as a joke, but I've kept it running 3 years in a row now. And let me tell you, that really messed up my Etsy search. I was getting a lot of pornography, which, can be cool, but that's not always what I'm looking for. Was it spelled Balneal? I believe so. It was pretty funny. And I'm like, it's hard because I don't want to gift my wife actual porn. It's supposed to be like a joke thing. It's like tasteful. It's just like lingerie boudoir kind of stuff. So I wasn't looking for like hardcore stuff. And thankfully I don't think anything was hardcore, but it was like, yeah, those are just titties right there. So I did not buy those. I bought the slightly more tastefully done ones. This is what it says on to Google. The word balneal is an adjective that means relating to baths, bathing, or bathrooms. For example, you might describe a smell as balneal if it's coming from a bathroom with grim tile. Weird. I've never heard that term before. Thank you for. You know what? This is an education stream. I don't know if it's in the hashtags, but it should be. I'll have to. I need to remember that one because that's a really fancy sounding word. That one makes you sound real smart for using it. Naming things is hard, so Sunderbites will have to do. You log your discovery. Whee! Educational streaming. Educational streaming. Let's keep going. Let's see how far we can make it. We've got another quest over there. I think these all respawn at the end of at the start of the new year. So maybe we go and do that other animal one for the guaranteed animal points. Ooh, but there's a mushwood right there. Let's go and get this mushwood. The water in this pond is a slightly greener color than you're used to seeing. It smells sweet, but kind of acidic. That's odd. We are not brave enough to drink some, but we are smart enough with animals to identify it. You collect a sample to analyze, then hide yourself under some large mushrooms to watch the local fauna come and go. The smaller creatures sniff the water but leave without drinking. Then a massive creature lumbers over. It's easily 3 times your height. Your holopalm identifies it as a balneal. Hey, it's coming back. Photosynth, a docile creature that feeds only on algae by filtering through its long snout. It lifts a leg and, oh, is it pee? This pond must be where the balneal photosynths mark their territory. You check your analysis results to confirm, yes, it's literally brimming with balneal piss. Good thing you didn't try to drink it. My favorite words from a video game are pusillanimous, parsimonious, and pettifogging. Ooh, those are all like really good words. Those are solid. Ooh, man. Parsimonious. I've definitely heard that one in like an actual book before. I don't think I've ever heard pettifogging or pusillanimous. Pusillanimous. Animus. It means showing a lack of courage. Is that where the term, pardon my crassness, is that where pussy comes from? Which, by the way, I want to be clear, is bullshit. Women have a much higher pain tolerance in general, and like, I don't know, dicks are pretty weak. I've gotten hit in the crotch before, and I was down. Parsimonious means very unwilling to spend money or use resources. Oh, I'm pretty parsimonious myself. I'll have you know. Ooh, another quest. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, let's do it. Pettifogging means placing undue emphasis on petty details. Petty or trivial. Cool. I've learned so many cool words. I hope I can actually bring some of them into my everyday jargon. Oh my gosh, are we going to be able to help Socks? Yes. You spy a creature that kind of reminds you of Cal's illicit pet Socks. A Dilipillar, perhaps? Except it's huge. Really, really long. Like as long as the stratospheric. Enormous. Could it be the same? You aren't totally sure. You watch it using your holoculars so far in the distance, it looks like a train crawling along one of the great cliffs along the wrestling ridges to the west. Yeah, I think Cal keeping it in the chest is actually hurting it because it can't grow. It crawls down the cliff face towards the Great Plains, not far from you. Stay back and watch. It sniffs around the base of the cliffs for a long time. The cliff is made of sparkling iridescent rock, almost the same shimmer as the Dilipillar's scales. Pretty. The Dilipillar starts to eat something. You can't quite see what from so far away. It seems to be eating something that grows in the rocks. It grazes for nearly an hour, then crawls back up the cliff face and disappears, heading west. You take diligent survey notes, but you have another motive. Whatever this creature was eating, maybe Socks needs it too. After it leaves, you investigate the base of the cliff where it had been. There are some scrubby grasses growing there that seem pretty common. You grab a few handfuls of these and a flower you've never seen before. Orange and kind of lumpy. You uproot a few of these as well to bring back to Socks. Better bring these to Cal. Nice. Parsimonious describes my experience with SRPGs. Yeah. Basically all of our gaming. It's like, what if I need that, ether? What if I need that bead chain from Shin Megami Tensei? What if the next boss is really tough though? Okay, what are we at here? It's 47? I think we can do 2 more. Let's do 1 more here and then we can go backwards and hit another one on the way back. Unless there's another quest one. Glad I could offer new words today. I learned them all from the game Alice Madness Returns. I've always seen that game, but I've seen the cover and thumbnails and shit. But I literally don't know anything about the game. But this is the final boss. Use it, but you never know. Yeah, what if it's what if there's a super boss that I'm definitely not going to fight because I don't fight super bosses? At the edge of the circular pond, one of the circular ponds, something sparkling catches your eye. Well, everything around here sparkles, but this thing really catches your eye. The water in the little lake is deep and milky, though, and you can't see the bottom. It's completely still, almost too still, and so perfectly circular. You remember you've been warned about getting too close. Ooh. We could bravely challenge and approach it. It could give us some bravery, but I don't think we want to do that. Let's just wait and observe. Yeah, you stare at the perfectly still milky water for several minutes. You think you might see something moving in its depths and shift to get a better view. Nothing, maybe it was just a reflection. I'd rather have perception. When you feel ready to approach, you look for the sparkling object again, but can't find it. Was it just sunlight glinting on the snow? Oh well, that's fine. Let's check to see. Yes, some mushwood. Let's grab that. Oh, hey, whoa, Dis is here. Hey, Dis. Hey, Paw. Dis greets you cautiously as you pass on the narrow path. Hey, do you want to want me to show you something? Dis almost never makes overtures of friendship. Whatever it is, it must be pretty cool. Yeah. You follow him for nearly half an hour. A couple times he stops to listen for something, then continues onward, tromping through the fields of broad-top mush trees and swaying antler ferns. After a while, you start to wonder if he's lost. You're about to say something about it when he holds his hand up for silence and directs you to crawl under a huge mushroom. On the other side, you have a view down to one of the perfectly round ponds. Taking up most of it is an enormous Xeno, its legs deep underwater. It's a Balneal. 3rd time. Drinking gang. Let's go. I cosplayed that Alice many millennia ago. I still have the costume and the Vorpal blade I made for... Oh, cool. All handcrafted and stuff. That's awesome. I never really cosplayed anything. I tried a couple of times, but it never really worked out. I want to cosplay as Dranium. That's my new goal. If I'm to cosplay anybody, it's going to be him. They live in the swamps. You don't usually see them here. This one seems totally at home. It dips its long neck and even longer mouth into the pond, sucking up water from the bottom and spewing it out of a top at the back of its head. Yes, animal points. The spray of beautiful turquoise water sparkles in the sun. Tiny, colorful bird-like creatures dart around it, catching the tiny fish that comes spraying out. We should kill it while it's distracted. We're just going to sit and watch quietly. You enjoy the pretty scene together. That was awesome. Cool, this actually did something nice. What a miracle. Ooh, another quest. Dang, we just keep running into really cool stuff. What's our stress? Ooh, our stress is pretty high. We'll have one. We can do this tomorrow. One time for a Halloween party, I cosplayed as the Crow. I don't know if I have any pictures from it anymore, but I had like the paint and stuff and everything. It was pretty cool. I think the most wild thing about that story is that I went to a party. I left early. Of course. I think we can handle this. What's up? You spot some familiar looking fruit. Hey, you've seen this bush before. That's no rock underneath. It's all part of one creature, an arborescent photosynth, a bush bulb. Pays you no attention, continuing to blend in with the rest of the surroundings like a boulder. Do we pick it? You're not letting it get away with being delicious. Ah! You grab some of the fruit as the bush bulb rises up and roars with anger. Yep, you knew it wouldn't be happy. Animals challenge, let's go. I've cosplayed 3 times. It's always fun, but depending on what you want to cosplay and your skills can be tricky. I want to cosplay the Grave Robber from Darkest Dungeon. Ooh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a really cool one. Yeah, I just don't have the time. I'm hoping that my goal is that all the things I don't have time to do now, I will be able to kind of make my kids get into them so I can enjoy them through them. It's just like, oh yeah, of course I'm doing cosplay stuff because I'm also helping my kids cosplay. Stuff like that. It's about being smart. So we get 11 there. Get 13. That's a good start. That's a good opening hand. I think we take it. We take those next round. Okay. What are our options here? Ugh, giggling. Ugh. At least the 4 got locked in. That's actually a really good one to get locked in. Oh man, we got a bunch of really shit stuff here. I'd like to keep both of those. Maybe we can do like a 2, or like a 2 and a 1. And maybe we can boost one of these up like this. Because I can change that to a 4. And that'll be pretty good. Oh, it's unchangeable. Damn it. Screw you hiding in the creche. What are our other options? We could do this. And what if I do... Boom. Boom. There we go. I'll take that. Okay. So we got a 5 here. We don't have any other gems. Ooh, we can't really play that one. That might be worth it. We don't know though. That's good. What if we do this, and then nice 33. Is there any way we can do this better? We do that. Put 4 with a 5. And then that goes there. What if we do this there? 4, 5, 4. It's a 35. Oh, because that one's boosting that. I think this is the best. Oh, sorry, Cara. I didn't see. For Halloween, I like to go down the costume aisle at Walmart and pick 2 random items to make a costume with. My favorite one is called Little Dead Riding Hood, a costume I made from skeleton tights and a red cape. Oh, that's fun, because you're not spending too much money, and like you're expressing yourself. You're being a little more creative, and it's going to be very unique. Like no one's going to have exactly what you have. That's cool. It's tricky for me as I need to wear my glasses due to being blind. I can't wear contacts. Oh, that sucks. But I'm sure, like, have you done any cool things where you've, like, decorated the glasses? Do you prefer to cosplay as characters with, like, that already have glasses? Good job, us. And we got animals from being super gold. You soothe the bush bulb, and it seems to nod in your direction, indicating you can have some of its fruit if you want. We are only going to take a little. Ooh, we got colony food. Yes. You scramble up and pluck a few fruits from its back. It lumbers off into the forest. Nice. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Return to the colony. You're back. You spent the month exploring. We got so many good animal points. This is so good. We got perception points. We are leveling ourselves up nicely. Glasses should be independent from the cosplay. I think you should be allowed to cosplay whoever you want, despite like whether or not they have glasses or you don't. It's like the same as you should be able to kind of cosplay whoever you want if you like the character, like in your body or hair or whatever is like not the same as the character. You should be able to do it, in my opinion. Cosplay is for everyone. You find Cal and excitedly drag him to the barn where he keeps his pet diddly pillar. I brought some plants for Socks to try. You tell Cal about the dilly pillar you saw on the plains. She's really going to get that big? Cal breathes. He looks as worried as you feel. You lay out the native plants for Socks to try. She sniffs each one, nibbles, then another. She rejects all the grasses and twigs. Cal groans and pulls his hair. I'm thinking she was eating the rocks. Last up is the orange flower. There are some dirty rocks attached to its root, and when you go to brush them off, it attracts her attention. She crawls onto your arm, sniffs close to the rocks, then tentatively licks one. Then she squeaks with joy and puts it in her mouth. Yes, I am right. I did a cosplay as DJ Sonya from League of Legends. Oh, that was my main. When I played League of Legends all those years ago, I mained Sona. So I had to make their helmet from scratch, but it made it so it wouldn't fit over my glasses. Oh, you made it so it would fit over your glasses. Nice. That is ingenuity at work. Very cool. So you're quite crafty then. That's pretty sweet. I am not very crafty. I don't consider myself a crafty or creative person. All the things I do happen in here, and I am mostly incapable of making my hands do anything I think about. No, Socks, that's not food, Cal exclaims. Then you hear her grinding away at it with her teeth. She does have very big molars. They almost look like they're made out of crystal rather than bone. Wait, do you have diamond teeth? You take a closer look at the rocks. They seem to be the same iridescent mineral as the cliff. You give it a lick, but it doesn't taste like anything. You both shrug. This is the happiest Cal has seen Socks in weeks. You guess she needed some rocks in her diet. You need a break. All right, fine, game. I'll take a rest before tragedy strikes. Let me just make sure nobody has anything for me. All right, things look good. That was the first... yeah, eat rocks! That was the first time I actually made something myself. Spent half the year in the garage building it and painting it. Whoa. But I bet you were felt really good getting it done. Like, the feeling of success. Of seeing something that used to be nothing, that you molded and created into something that was just in your mind. Like, that's amazing. Sweet elation. Your mom is here, pulling weeds and taking soil readings to make sure the conditions are right for the flowers. She works on the garden like it's her own child, probably even more so, because the garden can't spend all day in the creche. Ooh, nice. -1 stress is nice, but not as good as a frickin' 0. Does this get rid of the card? Or does this and the ability? Because the ability is really good. It says just cards. I might be doing something really dumb right now, but I'm willing to do it. It's been a long month of being cooped up indoors while it poured rain and everything got too muddy and gross to play outside. You and the other teens are in the lounge again, and everyone's getting a little antsy. Tangent and Cal are bickering about something, and Dis must be bored enough that he's letting Mars paint his fingernails. Aww. Enemy is trying to do a dance she learned from watching holovids, and she's failing miserably. The sound of her music fills the room. You're starting to feel a little off too, but like, it's weird. Like, you want to yell, but at the same time you want to take off all your clothes and streak through the colony square. An enemy dances a little too close to Mars's collection of nail polish, bumping into the table and sending them all and herself clattering to the floor. Hey, watch it, Dis snaps. Dance your stupid dance somewhere else. I have to go and get ready for my stream. Was lovely talking with you all. Yeah, we'll definitely be back when I see you online next time. Take care. Thank you so much. We'll probably be off soon, so I'll probably see you in a raid. But good luck with the stream. I'll see you soon. It'll be nice to actually see your stream then. Have a great day. Good to know TikTok dances don't go away anytime soon. That sounds like the worst part of this future. It's not stupid, an enemy sniffles from the floor. You don't have to be so mean to me. Boo-hoo, Mars teases. What are you going to do, dance about it? Ugh, you're all so childish. Who even cares? Hey, everyone, just shut up, Cal exclaims from across the room. Honestly, you all fight all the time. You stay inside where it's nice and dry and you don't appreciate how hard everyone else is working. It's just whine, whine, whine. You're not better just because you work outside, Tange joins in. You're not special, Cal. If I wanted to, I could work outside. She opens her holopalm and flies her fingers over the screen. There, see? Next month, I'll be working in geoponics. How do you like that? You can nag me about my soft hands all you want. Uticott pokes her head in from the command corridor. Children, keep it down. We can hear you all the way from the bridge. Everyone goes quiet for about a second and then explodes into arguing again. Uticott throws her hands in the air and retreats down the hallway in defeat. Time to go wild. Yeah, fight, fight. Everyone just shut up. Calm down, everybody. Everyone ignores you and keeps squabbling. Mars chases Cal and everyone else chases her. Somehow you all end up in the classroom. Suddenly Mao shouts, okay, everyone, everyone. She claps her hand. 1, 2, 3, look at me. Everyone shut up. Everyone stops arguing and looks at Mars in shock. I have an idea, she says. We should decorate the classroom. No one seems excited by this prospect until she adds, with toilet paper. Come on, it'll be pretty. One of my other dogs needs to go out. Thanks in advance. Oh, no problem, Zyla. Us cool people gotta stick together. Everyone's on board. You can feel yourself getting excited too. This is so naughty. You might get in trouble, but who cares? You're having fun. Let's join them. You join the others in throwing rolls of toilet paper over anything you can reach, decorating the classroom with roll after roll of white gauzy garland. By the time you're finished, it drapes off every desk and science experiment. Mars looks at your work with satisfaction. Much better, she says. Chief Engineer Instance finally arrives to see what all the noise is, just throws her hands up in dismay. The kids scatter before she can make anyone clean up. The next day, you all feel terrible. Feels like your arms and legs are made of lead, and it takes so much energy to do anything. You can barely make it out of bed. All the energy from yesterday has been drained out of you, and then some. It lasts for a week. Some of you can't even get out of bed, and when you do, your moods are all over the place, aggressive, sulky, impulsive, till your batteries run out and you sleep for over 12 hours straight. You're resting in the lounge with your friends, watching holovids and grazing on roasted pixie beans when your dad and Chief Engineer Instance come storming through the door. You! Instance snaps, smacking the bowl of pixie beans out of Mars's hands. Stop eating those. This instant. Mars looks like she's about to smack some sense into Instance, but your dad steps in. I'm sorry, everyone. We were wrong about the pixie beans. They're not safe for you kids to be eating. Oh, no. You've been feeding us poison? Mars shrieks. Oh, ew, 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 do my dads know you tried to kill me? Your dad spreads his hands. No, they're not. Don't worry, Mars. Calm down. They're not poison. They're just a chemical in them that hyperbonds to estrogen and testosterone, your big teenage growing hormones. And the brain likes binding to that new macromolecule a lot more than the regular kind. It's been making your moods unpredictable and causing periods of hypo and hypermania. When Mars just stares blankly at him, he laughs awkwardly. Translation, he says, it's been making you kids act silly and feel sick. I'm sorry. Instance frowns. If it's doing this to kids, it's not long until it builds up enough to affect the rest of us too. Till further notice, no one is eating a single pixie bean. No! We lost colony food. At least we gained some. Status ended. Hormones. Your dad looks distraught. Flulu was right, he says, collapsing in a nearby chair and rubbing his eyes. She didn't trust these things, but shit, she's still going to be pissed that we don't have another successful food source. You look at him in shock. You hardly ever see him swear. It must be worse than you think. Your dad sits there in silence for a long time. Aw, Dad. Oh, I know about hyper and hypomania. Yeah, you would. Not because, like, of who you are, but, like, your job. I didn't want that to come off the wrong way. Yeah, you would know about types of mania because you're a crazy person. You're a freak. Is there anybody to talk to? How's it going, Anemone? Ooh, we can go train together with her? That's kind of cool. Telling a violent tale. An enemy is sitting. That's kind of cool. We can get a new card from that. -2 to neighboring yellow cards. But it's a 5. That's pretty good. Want to train together? On your way to the sports ball pitch, an enemy shares the story about the time her brother Com once spiked the ball so hard that he broke Utopia's nose back when she used to play sports ball too. She describes it in gory detail. But don't go easy on me, she exclaims. That's why we have med beds, right? Plus, I might get a cool scar. She thumbs a blue scaled scar on her jaw, right under her ear. Though I do miss working with patients with more severe mental illnesses, to be honest. Really? I'm not sure I would have guessed that. It seems very stressful, but I guess it's also like a challenge. All right, we can't go outside. But we can do some work. Let's do some botany. It'll give us some organization. And maybe it'll give us a chance to check on socks. The geoponics domes are a comforting beacon of light during glow. While everything else is throwing off an unsettlingly alien light, the domes are stable, dependable, human. You like spending time in them, tending to the seedlings that will be transplanted into fields and pollen. Ooh, nice. We can do that. We can do... That one becomes mental. I'm not sure if that's worth changing. Do a 6, a 4, and a 3. There we go. Nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Nice. Get a little extra kudos there. A little bit of organization. I thrive in chaos. I got anxiety to boot, but I also got that from my mom. Friend override. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would think you would have liked the low stakes stuff, but I can, yeah, I understand like having a challenge. Sometimes I like a challenge too, like it feels more like a goal instead of just like skating by, doing nothing and being bored. I can see both. I can see both sides of that. Another year, another glow. Everyone's pretty sure there's going to be an attack this year, so the colony is on high alert. You're collecting glowflies in the geoponics garden with Cal and Anemone when the sirens begin to wail. You all stop what you're doing and look at each other nervously. Your parents run off to help defend the farms, telling you to get inside the greenhouses and stay quiet. An enemy declares she's going to the walls to watch the soldiers fight. She knows a good spot. Watch from the walls. We're going to get inside and stay quiet. We ain't doing that shit. You and Cal do as you're told while an enemy heads for the walls. You manage to push a trunk of gardening supplies across the door. They're automatic doors, so it won't stop them from opening, but at least it'll buy you a few more seconds to run away if something tries to come through. Cal looks up at the glass ceiling and walls. If they come through the door, he mutters. He shows you a good hiding spot, and together you curl up and try not to make any noise. I just hope nobody gets hurt, he mutters, hiding his face in his knees. Any guesses on what's going to happen? Share them in chat while I go get my dog back from outside. Come on. Let's go. Thank you. All sunshine and rainbows, that's right. An enemy is definitely not dead. Cal shoots you a worried look. You go back to collecting glowflies in silence. You watch your mom and dad survey the damage with grim, tight body language. At least my mom and dad are alive. Your parents are arguing quietly at your little table. I'm telling you, it was not a fluke, your mom says. They're not just wild animals. They have a plan. The fields, the lights. Okay, your dad replies, taking her hand across the tabletop. We have to tell people what we saw in geoponics. They look up, noticing you in the doorway. Your dad's worried expression quickly changes to a smile. Hey, rutabaga. What happened to the fields? Your mom stands up. Don't worry about that. She snaps. Get to bed. It's late, and we have a lot of work to do tomorrow to clean up. Hey, no one died. And our sprite changed. Look at us. We look different. Everybody looks a little different. Ooh, is this upgraded? Is everyone looking a little different? Look at new Cal. Everybody gets the glow up. From glow to glow up. Cal looks great. Puberty finally hitting. Oops, wrong button. Ooh, Tange with the shaved head. Cool, cool. I like it, I like it. Look at this. Oh. What a little sad boy. That is one sad lad. Oh. This is what happens if you just typed in like no me in like a AI generator prompt, and it's just like moody space emo. Nice. We don't know what Tamia looks like. Sucks for us. Oh, Mars is cute. That's I like the hair. And this little jacket thing's pretty dope. Cute design. I like everybody's design so far. Oh, an enemy. Oh, look at her hair. Aw. Look at that cool. That's a very like racing jacket look. She's got scales coming out of her boots. Everyone looks good. I like all these designs. I think I like this. No, I think I like Mars the most. And enemies is also pretty good. Cal's is nice. Dis is exactly what you expect. That poor child. Teenage years have not been kind to Dis. It's like he grows up and he's like, oh, no one really likes me, but you know, I'll be a teenager, like, and I'll grow into my looks, and then this happens, and he's just like, oh, yeah, damn it, poor kid. We look pretty cool though. Does this change anything? Doesn't seem like it. All the designs are great. Teenage years have not been kind to this. What? What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. What did I say? Oh, to dis. Did anybody else change? Doesn't look like it. I didn't think any of the parents would change or any of the adults. Yeah, everyone else looks the same. Okay. Yeah, look at us go. Yeah. Whee! I like Tangent looks. Tangent looks really cool right there. Enemy's hair looks really cute. He looks like a depressed, like, stretched penguin. It's like if you put an emo penguin in a stretcher. Just this is your teenage penguin on My Chemical Romance. All right. I think we have enough time to do like one more thing. So we're going to go out exploring. To the plains. Oh, what do you have to say to us? Utopia is sorting through the stuff the foragers have brought back, putting them into bins to either get analyzed or taken straight to the kitchens. Hey, sweets, she says, not even looking up. You headed out, and you and Dis take care of each other out there, okay? She sighs. I've got to get through all this before day's end, she says. It'll take me all day, unless you're haring to help out. Do we help her out? I think we help out Utopia, sure. Ooh. Oh, we're not perceptive enough. Oh, no. How close were we? Oh, we were only 2 points away. Damn. Utopia lays out an assortment of mushrooms. All right, here's a simple one. Which one of these fellas is poisonous? I pick randomly. You do to mix results. You're just guessing, huh? Utopia says wryly. That's okay. You get out there on the survey team and keep your eyes open. You'll learn in no time. We're walking, we're avoiding the piss lakes. Piss lakes, piss lakes, piss lakes. All right, let's keep going. It's a Sunderbites. No, a whole herd of them. Your creatures that you personally discovered and got to name. Let's study them. All right, we just need 47. That doesn't seem too bad. I don't really care about extra kudos. We've got so many freaking kudos. Okay, we could do a... this, this, this. That's a great starting hand. Yeah, we'll take that. That's a good start. So we could do 6, 6, 3, and 2, 23. Nice. And we could do a 5, a 5, a 4, a 3, and a 1. Take that. Hooray! Perception +1. It's a shame we didn't have that earlier. Should have waited. You've seen this herd a few times traveling through this stretch of wilderness. All day they bask in the sun on the top of a plateau. Now that evening is coming, they're coming down to the plains to forage. They like to hang out in big groups and mostly lie around all day being lazy. Sounds like the life. Got plus animals and some kudos. Utopia is happy to have more information on the Sunderbites. Hell yeah. Pet perk cards? I can have pet perks. Upgrade pet cards via relaxing in the park. Where are my pet cards? Like, is this a pet card? Because it says Cal's pet socks? Is it like gear? Huh, okay, we'll need to... Oh, wait, we had new gear. Plus 10 combat, plus 2 to strength challenges. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Considering. Because we've been doing a lot of those challenges out here between perception and animals. And then a little bit of combat can't hurt. We're not really using persuasion right now. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Let's keep looking. Boo. Get that log. You've stopped to admire the light glinting off the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in the shallow water at the shore. The rocks are flashing gold and yellow. This one, then that one, then a pause, then that one, and the first one again. You thought it was reflecting sunlight at first, but no, the rocks themselves are glowing. Repeat the pattern. I'm going to repeat the pattern. I think something's trying to communicate. You play a memory game with them, touching the stones in the pattern they give you. You feel emotions coming from the rocks. Affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow you understand. They like the contact. Hey, empathy points. And animals. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the lines between the two can be blurry on Vertumna. They can't move, but learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them. Whoa! Like the way animals rub to leave their scent, these rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense they're excited for your new scent. To what end? You don't know. That's awesome. That's so freaking cool. You're crossing a clearing when you hear a terrible cracking, pounding sound. A bush bub bursts through the tree line, barreling straight toward you. Whatever's making a bush bub run, you're pretty sure you don't want to be on the business end of it. Let's stand our ground. Let's get some bravery. How bad could it be? We only gotta get 47, please. Please. We could do a this. And then we could do a this and a this. That's pretty good. 14 first round. We'll take it. Okay, so we can do a 5, a 4, a 2, and a 1. 16's pretty solid. What if we did a 2, 1, 0, 15? Okay, not good enough. Not good enough. And this one carries over, so that's the best pet. Okay. 17 is all we got to get. Easy peasy. Easy game. Boom. We can do that. Becomes social. Let's do that. That. Nice. So 8, 4, and 8 work together. 5, 4. 28. So what if we do this? 29 because of the 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. I think that's probably pretty good. Win. +1 to bravery. Just a teensy bit braver. The creature pounds past you, its powerful stone-like gorilla arms smashing the ground. It doesn't even seem to see you and goes around you without even looking. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever motivated the bush bub to run so fast. At least that's something to be grateful for. All right, let's keep walking. More logs. We love it. I'm full of logs. I've got a log for everybody. Log it. I've got another log. Something big suddenly bursts out from the jungle and scampers across the path in front of you. It looks like a miniature landslide, bush-covered stone being pulled forward by powerful arms. It's a bush bub, and hot on its heels is a second, smaller one. These slow, thoughtful creatures are rarely so full of energy. They charge back and forth across the path as you wisely keep your distance from the powerful animals, but for all the crashing and stomping they're doing, they don't actually seem to be angry. You swear they're actually being playful. Well, I'm not going to attack them. I'm going to watch them. They seem to be playing a game of tag. When the chaser catches up to the runner, they reverse rolls. They do it with such gusto that the surrounding underbrush is completely crushed in a wide circle, an almost perfect circle. I'm full log. Got a log for everybody. It's true. Then all at once, the first one crouches down on the path and tucks its arms and heads under the bushes on its back. You'd swear it was just a rock now. The second one circles the first several times, sniffing, then crouches in the same position. Now might be your chance to get past them. I'm going to keep watching. I'm curious. In perfect sync, the two creatures slowly stretch out and up, revealing their rocky bodies and reaching their surprisingly long necks to the sky. I'm assuming this is a mating ritual. They begin to shake their bushes and rattle their antlers in rhythm with each other as they stomp slowly around the clearing they've made. You think they're dancing. The intensity of the dance increases. They're both shaking their backs so hard that some of their branches and fruit are flying loose. Instinctively, you reach out to grab a piece of fruit. That moment, the dancers shift and... Youch! One of them steps in your hand with the full force of its massive body. You let out a cry of pain and clutch your hand to your chest. It looks bad. The two creatures had been so intent on each other that they hadn't noticed you. They're so startled and perhaps embarrassed, they take off running in opposite directions. Well, that was weird. Okay, well, we gotta go. I'm stressed the frick out. Are you sure you're ready to go? We can do a little bit of foraging, because that doesn't cost anything. Ooh, nice. Some herbs. Some roots. Anything. All right, let's get out of here. You're back. You spent the month exploring. Got some perception and animal points. We love it. Are we at 40? Yes. Oh, we can talk to Dad. He'll give us a new card now. It's your birthday. You wake up from a night of blissfully peaceful dreams. No nightmares. No premonitions. No wetness, because that happened last time. Just a pleasant feeling of contentment. You stretch your arms over your head, blinking in the watery, quiet sunlight that seeps through the porthole window. Things are always changing on Vertumna, but you can't help but feel like things are changing for yourself, too. Not just your body, but your mind, your emotions, your future. 14 is going to be your year. Your parents have been working around the clock since the last attack, trying to get the fields right again in time for this year's planting. Spark snow has already started falling, and every day they come home complaining about having to clear it. They asked you to ping them when you're awake so you can share birthday breakfast in your quarters instead of sitting shoulder to shoulder with everyone else during breakfast service in the canteen. You fire them a message and lie back in your bunk, watching dust motes float lazily in the light. After a minute, there's a knock at the door. It's Auntie Sedent. She sweeps into your room with a bustle of skirts and shawls and sits down beside you on your bunk. Oh, look at you, she says. Happy birthday, beautiful. 14 years old. She leans in and gives you a motherly kiss on the forehead. It's been years since she took care of you in the children's creche, but all the kids still call her Auntie and think of her as a close relative. Her sweet baking bread smells as comforting as ever. She sits back and takes one of your hands in both of hers. Papa, ever since I held you in my arms as a baby, I knew you were so special, so important. You're becoming a young man, but I want you to know I will always, always be here for you, just like your mom and dad, she says firmly. Okay, enough with the mushy stuff. Thanks, Auntie Sedent. I don't want to grow up, Auntie. I'm just going to say thanks. Ooh, but this one's a blue, and it's got a gem on it. Do we role play or do we go for points? I don't know. I'm going to be nice to her. Or maybe she'll just think that's normal. I am a teenager, after all. I'm smart for my age. I'm the best biologist around here. Go for points. Little bit of rebellion. She laughs and releases your hand. Well then, Mr. Maturity, how about you call me Aunt Anne from now on, like the other adults do? Now come on in here, Auntie says, spreading her arms wide. Give us a great big hug. Good. Okay, it's still a good relationship. She knows. She knows. You hug her, enveloping yourself in the warm and familiar softness of her. Over her shoulder, you see an enemy standing in the doorway. Well, her hair, anyway. She's been growing it out, and there's no hiding it behind the corner. She skips into your quarters. Happy birthday, bud, she says, bouncing on your bunk. Way to get older. Enjoy being 2 years older than me for a few months. Thanks. I thought you were on your way to Med Bay, Anne tells her, and enemy shrugs. Anne turns to you. Annie is supposed to get her menstruation cessation implant today. Oh, awesome. Good for her. Good for frickin' her. Fight the patriarchy. Fight everything. Become the childless hop-eye lady that this colony desperately needs. Be a sports ball star. Menstruation is for the weak. I'm just kidding. Aw, what a cute little picture. Mom, an enemy hollers. Gross, Papa doesn't want to hear about my period. Anne smiles fondly at her daughter. It's nothing to be ashamed of, Annie. Getting your period is a beautiful thing. It reminds us that we have the ability to make life. It's a sign you're growing up and becoming an adult, and ready to take on the responsibility of taking care of that life. I don't think she wants to do that. An enemy wrinkles her nose and throws herself on your bed. I'm never making life. Ew, pass. Eek, gross-a-rooney. What's the matter? Scared? Ooh, flirt. Maybe one day the two of us. What's the matter? Scared? I think that's kind of a funny response. No, an enemy exclaims, punching you in the arm. No, of course not. It just super sucks that now everyone's talking about how I'm becoming a woman. And I'll finally look different than my brothers. Duh. She points at you. Don't you start too. I'll still kick your ass at sports ball, even with cramps. I'm with an enemy. Gross. Your parents finally arrive, still damp from the fields and bringing in the smell of crisp, tangy snow on their clothes. Oh, look, birthday visitors, your dad exclaims. Anne, are you staying for breakfast? If I was if I had the ability to make life through pregnancy, I don't know if I would want to. I've seen it. Anne reaches into her bag and brings out a stack of tiffins. No, thank you, but I brought your order with me from the kitchen, seeing as I was stopping by. She pats your hand one more time. Happy birthday again, Pawpaw. You'll always be my baby, even when you're all grown up. Your mom shakes her head as Anne and enemy leave. Oh, Anne, she laughs, sentimental to the core. She starts laying out the cutlery for breakfast. But I don't know how the colony would manage without her in the children's creche, she says, and points a fork at you. Family is more than the people that birthed you, Popo, and don't you forget it. Nice. We know what's important here. And the important thing is making fun of Emo Penguin. Hi. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. Ain't nothing happy about these feet. I'll tell you that for free. All right. Things are looking pretty good. I don't want to get too far into it because it's already pretty late. So I think we'll stop here. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a save. Let's see. What are we going to call this one? We're going to call this one... Try saying Anne and an enemy 5 times fast. Can't. I can barely say it 1 time slow. This fucking guy. There we go. That's very clear. All right. So let me see. I'm going to raid. I'll see if our new friend is available. They are. Okay, cool. Let's go. Ooh, they're playing a card game. Let's fucking go. All right. I love you all so much. It's not about the speed, it's about the girth. If I know one thing, it's... Thank you so much, guys. I love you all very much. I will see you later. Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow for frickin' Dice Folk. All right, I'll see you then. Bye.